I'm waiting for it. I'll tell you in just a second. All right, Dr. P, we are live over here, buddy. Yeah.
Something on that other side. Be live.
Yes, sir. We are live. We are live, Dr. P.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Danny. How are you? Hey, Diane. Yeah, hey, Decoya, how are you? All right. Audrey drumming in the cut. Audrey just chilling.
All right, we're gonna go in here, buddy. We should be live and everything's good.
Yes, sir. We're live. I got you over here. We're in good shape. Yeah.
All right, I want to welcome everyone to the family tree. Put your hands together, family.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
We want to thank everyone for coming through and for also being a part of this thing we called health, right?
Yes, sir.
Hopefully everyone had a wonderful holiday and you had enough. Y'all eating turkey all day, didn't y'all? Yes, y'all
Man,
did.
you know
I
how
know
it is.
y'all did. I know
Yeah, you know how the family is. Checking on the goodies.
Well, let's tone it on down, baby.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. So I want to welcome everyone to the family tree. We're going to go in and
Bring us right out. Regular screen, Dr. P. We'll be in good shape.
Yep, we're going to stop it right here.
There we go.
Bring it
Yes,
on
sir.
in. Here we go. And I want to welcome everyone to the family tree. I'm a little offset on this set. You may see me looking the other way because one of my monitors went bad today. So I got to improvise over here. But I'm looking at everyone, and I am looking at you directly, so I'm looking this way, but that's okay. I want to thank everyone for joining us. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is the Family Tree, the holistic network we say, where you ask what you want about all that is holistic and that is natural. So we want to go in today. We call it the Family Tree. Big B, we call it the Family Tree, right? Because
yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir.
it is the Family Tree.
Well, the family comes together, man.
That is your real social security. That's right. Your social security is not a check. It's your family, right?
There you go.
So you got to say it slow. Social security. That's right. That's your family. So with this family tree, we go back to the ancient oral customs of actually gathering around the tree. And from the gathering around the tree, that's where we call these ancient laurel trees the place where we network, where we made things happen, where we also shared information and also told the stories of the culture and the people. So we invite you to be a part of the conversation. If you want to be a part of it, you can go right down to your menu bar and you see where it says reaction. Click on reactions, raise your hand if you want to be a part of the conversation, and raise your hand up there like Big B throwing his hand up there.
Yipper, buddy.
All right. And we'll put you in queue and we'll answer your question the best way we can. And if we don't have the answer, just get it to us and we'll try to get that back to you. If you're someone that's calling, maybe saying, I don't want to be on screen. Hey, I just want to ask a question. You can put it down in the chat box and write down in the chat box. You can punch your question in and we'll try to field it, either Big B or Prophetess. I don't know if Prophetess is in here yet.
I haven't seen it yet, but
she's in here yet. But we'll try to get that to, the front of the line, and then we can answer that question. If you're someone that's calling by phone and you may have missed the prompt where it says to actually log in, don't worry. Let us know you're calling by phone, and we'll try to get you into the conversation. All right? So I want to thank everyone again. Hopefully you had a good holiday and getting things in order. It's always good to see everybody after the fact. I hope you had a good, restful time, because I did. I really had a little restful time. A little busy, but that's okay. All right, we're going to get started. And Big B, let's say with the host with the most. Let's give him a hand, y'all.
Yeah,
That's Big
buddy.
B, Bill
Hey,
Morgan.
hey.
Lamont L. Morgan.
That's
Herb
what's up. Yup.
How you doing, buddy?
Man, look, I'm doing great, buddy. I have no complaints. Anytime I'm given the opportunity to wake up, I'm ahead of the game, Dr.
Absolutely. I'm a co-sign on that one, buddy. But hey,
look,
man,
you know what my comment is every day?
What's that?
I said, yo, daddy, if you got the nerve to wake me up, I got the nerve to go and do what you want me. Wow.
There you go. That's right.
Yo, man.
So tell us, Big B, go to our favorite board, because you know what? I've been hearing the flu, the RSV, COVID starting to
move. Time to creep back up on us, man.
Starting to creep back up. So tell us what's going on, buddy.
Yeah, man. Right at this moment, our quick facts are a little outdated, but we're going to give them to you anyway. Total confirmed cases from our favorite website, that's encode2019.live. Total confirmed cases, guys, 697,437,485. Total critical cases, 7,199. Total deceased, 6,935,129. Total active cases, 113,407,567. Here we go, mental health more, Dr. Total recovered, guys, 578,725,473, Dr. P. Yo, man, that's what's up. That's what's up.
We still have cases that are starting to rise. It's starting, you have this pneumonia that's going on with children right now, and it's causing respiratory issues. So again, family, this is the time that we got to start going to those expectorant herbs. So hopefully you're taking those, share them with your family. All the things we talk about here on the family tree, dealing with congestion. You remember those that they're expectorants. You should be now entering the level of expectorants into teas, things like that. Yes. Also, the syrups. We talk about the old Indian wild cherry bark syrup. We talk about the elderberry syrup. We also talk about the black seed bitter tonics. All of these, we're in mid-flow right now. Wood root tonic, that's another one. These are things that you have to start to implementing right now. This is where you start to do it, okay? So I want to say we want to start off, and Big B, I always talk about what makes me so happy, man, is when I hear testimonies.
Well,
I'll tell you, when you hear testimony, testimony goes a long way.
Yeah, man.
And with the testimony going a long way, it also helps folks along their journey. So 1 shall set 1,000 flight, 2 shall set 10,000 flight. We believe that if you start to now tell somebody, it even starts to bless you even more, because now somebody, whether they're going through a storm, or someone that's about to go into a storm, who's in a storm or coming out of the storm, we all can be a testimony to each other. So I want to say right now, we open the floor to any testimonies of anybody that has something going on. Since the last time we saw you, hopefully you may have something that you've taken from the family tree, or you're doing something natural. And then when you applied the principle, guess what? You saw change. Yes, so sir. At this time right now, we are officially open the floor to anyone with a testimony. Is there a testimony in the house? Anyone want to start off? Any testimonies at all? Anyone?
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Yes.
Yeah, who's that? Go ahead.
This is Mella.
Okay, go ahead, Mella.
From Milton. Yes, I apologize for not muting myself earlier.
That's all right.
That's all right.
We just didn't want to be in your business. That's all.
That's right.
That's all
of course,
right.
Cricket had to call me and say, "Hey, you didn't mute." but anyway, I want to say that incidental. I am 75 years old.
All right.
And I have all but 6 teeth extracted. In other words, I had my wisdoms taken out when I was in my 20s, and then just about 3 or 4 years ago, I had 2 more teeth taken out. Well, this last time I was having a problem with the tooth with sensitivity, so I decided to increase my oil pulling and make sure I get my water right, and try to do the 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. eating and drinking. Well, drinking starting at 4 a.m., but 7 to 7. And so I went to the dentist today to get my teeth cleaned. She said, thank you for making my job easy. And I said, oh, you're welcome. And thank you for your encouragement. So only one tooth showed signs of stress. And she just said that, keep up the good work. So I just want to let you know that with the oil pulling and the water, and of course, still working on getting the 8 hours of sleep a night that I struggle with for the last 35, 40 years. But anyway, I just want to let you know that I'm doing better. And even with Thanksgiving, I still lost 1 more pound. So
all right, girl, go ahead.
Well, go ahead.
That's your bad self.
And I
that's
do
what's
my
up.
green
Come
drinks,
off of mute
and
right
I
now
just want to
for
thank
Mela.
you.
Everybody come off of Mela
Go ahead, Mela. That's what's up.
Congratulations, Mela.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Congratulations,
Mela. Yeah.
Great job.
Yes.
That's right. Yo, Mela, you still a baby. 75, keep on coming. I'm 81. Come on, girl. Hey, come on down.
That's awesome.
We got him. That's what's up. Glad to have you.
And we say, even Mela, you're a perfect example. This is crawl, walk, run. We say try any small amount does matter. Because every increment that you do, any increment that you do makes a difference on your next journey. So now you're, people may think like, I didn't really do anything, or I don't know if it really did. It's doing something. If you're starting to show something that, hey, I usually would feel a little crappy right here, or my knee would hurt, or I would really start to have problems with certain things. If you notice now there's no change, that is a success for you. So keep up the good work, Mela. You're doing a great job. Continue to do it. Wait till you go the next time you go to the dentist.
Well,
you're going to knock the socks off this time. You're going to knock the socks off.
Yep. That's
All
right.
Anyone?
I'll be 65 plus until I turn 80.
Come on, Cricket. Well,
I like that math.
see, Cricket thinks like I used to think, man. I thought everybody, you were 25 to 30, and all of a sudden you went away and you came back as 81. Now, wow, what can I say? That's an old Southern thing, man. You have a couple people down in the corner.
That's right. Okay, so do we have anyone else want to share their testimony this evening? And, like I said, it's just something that, it can be small, crawl, walk, run levels, but anything that you tried or you noticed, or, was it harder to bounce back from Thanksgiving? Because sometimes I get a lot of those big.
Ooh,
say,
man.
You know what?
I know.
Usually it takes me a while to get back, but I came right back this year. I didn't have too many problems, because I know the cakes and the pies and all the stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
And everybody, but some people have better success with that. All right, so if there's anyone else, okay.
This is Cricket.
Hey, Cricket. All right.
So anyway, mine is about dental as well. So I have what they called, or what they diagnosed me as, periodontal disease.
Okay.
So I have a 120-day recall, making sure everything is okay. So he said he detected a couple of things in there that he wanted to fix or have a little procedure. So I was like, oh man, because he's the person that caused me to have what they call white coat syndrome. Because whenever I would see him, my blood pressure would go so high, they couldn't do anything. So they sent me to the doctor. So I had to get a note that actually stated that, so they could continue to work, in my mouth. So this last time I went, and I ducked him for a while. I just kept
been there, done that.
Yes, I kept canceling the appointment, So then I said, I better go. So I did go. But in the meantime, I was really taking care of my teeth. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I didn't do oil pulling, but I did everything but. So I went there, and as soon as I got there, he started taking out the utensils and stuff for the surgery. Just started letting I said, excuse me. I said, you're not going to check because I believe in miracles. And so he said, oh, let me check. And don't you know, when he checked, everything was so much better. He didn't have to do anything.
Shut up, girl. Go ahead with your bad stuff.
And you all know, if anybody know anything about periodontal, when they take those little measurements and they start, seeing how deep the pocket is, and some of them was really deep, and she was doing it, and she said 1. I couldn't believe it. So when I told my periodontist, I said, I believe the lady even said I had a 1. He said, no way possible. I said, check the chart. I said, I know I wasn't out of that bed. I said, I think she said 1. So he went and checked the chart, and yes, some of them were 1 was a 1. And then some 2s and 3s.
All right.
Thank the Lord. So I said, I believe in Jesus and I believe in miracles. So there we go.
See. Now that's what it's all about. Hey, God, did you hear what she said? She believes. And that's all that counts. You understand what I'm saying? It's that headspace, guys. I'm telling you, no matter what anybody else says or does, if you don't believe it, it ain't gonna happen, because you got to get your head right. Okay, you got to do that, and that's extremely important. Okay, anybody else?
Do we have enough? Yes.
Good, Oscar, you have one? Or you just?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, all right. Anyone else have?
Yes, this is Yvette. Hi.
Okay, Yvette, go ahead.
Hi, Dr. Paul, Big Bill.
Hey.
I want to say, for the first Thanksgiving day this year, I did not have turkey. I only had salmon.
Okay.
And that was really an accomplishment for me, because every Thanksgiving day, I've always eaten turkey. My body's just refusing those heavy meats. But I did want to say, I had a cough that wouldn't stop. I went to the doctor, and the doctor laid all these medications on me. And I was like, well, I don't think this doctor's really has me in his best interest. So he doubled up the medications, Tylenol and codeine and all these other prescriptions, which I never picked up. After talking to Dr. Paul mentioned the wild cherry bark. And I tried that, but it wasn't as effective as the elderberry. I got Nature's Way Sambucus elderberry, and it has guave. I think, if I'm pronouncing that right. And that helped the cough tremendously, all natural. And then I heard my coworker, he had the same cough I did. I heard him in the hallway hacking. And I recommended the elderberry. And he said that, like, the cough really helped. Like, he doesn't have the cough anymore.
Right.
So I'm still, the cough is not as bad as it was, but I just think because I work around children, that it's just hard to keep my immune system healthy the way I want it to be. And the environment is not, like, the temperature is not really consistent from room to room. It could be cold in one room. I wear a hat at work because I never know what the temperature is going to be like in the rooms. But I just want to thank you for recommending the elderberry. That works well for me. And also, I feel like I'm on a missionary at school with the students, because they buy snacks for fundraisers, school fundraisers. It's junk. It's like potato chips, candy. So I saw this one boy who bought this big bag of Skittles, and I watched him eat it all in one session yesterday. And I said, we're back again for Skittles. So I had a conversation as to how that sugar can turn his teeth yellow and they could fall out. And then he said to me later in the day, he said, you know what? I'm only going to have 2 of those Skittles instead of the whole bag. So I felt that was an accomplishment. So.
Yes.
Well, let's give her a hand. Give her a hand. Everybody come off mute. That is
indeed.
Awesome. Yes.
That's an accomplishment.
And yes, you are an ambassador of health.
Congratulations.
I want to, yes, everybody come off mute. Let's give her a hand on that, because that's dealing with children.
Congratulations.
Special place for that when you're dealing with children.
Yeah,
see, children will absorb this thing. They will absorb this thing faster than anyone.
Absolutely.
And not only that, but they'll if you put it in plain for them, their hearts are still pure in a lot of ways. They just want to know, hey, it's candy. But you got to let them know the dangers of what this stuff really is. And that will keep them on the right path.
Yes.
Now, one other thing I would talk about Skittles. You know, Skittles also has that That titanium dioxide. Remember titanium dioxide, right? Titanium dioxide is what makes things shine. So they actually know that this is attached to attention deficit disorders, ADHD, and it also has caused memory loss with seniors because we're dealing with something that basically they just wanted to know, hey, if we have something and we found out that when people see stuff that's shiny, they buy it. So it started off as artwork, like artwork on the milk cartons.
Yeah.
And then the milk carton sales skyrocketed. So when they did that, they said, well, wait a minute. If we made money off of that, why don't we put the shiny stuff in the food? So they started putting it in things like salad dressings. You do it in cereals. They also put it in toothpaste. And they also put it in candy. And that's why Skittles is one of the ones that they know is very high in titanium dioxide. They just banned it 6 months ago in all the state of California. You can't buy Skittles or anything with titanium dioxide. So with that being the case, you got to let people know, you can still buy it here in Pennsylvania, but it is a banned element right here in the United States somewhere.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Got it?
All right. Sounds good.
What about the color dyes?
Nationwide.
Yeah, the dye is something that's a whole nother level of toxicity. Yep. The red color, they actually, the red, yellow, and the blue dyes, all the dyes, period.
Yes.
They all a problem. So these are things that if you explain it to the children the right way, when I sit down with the children after I'm finished with them, they be like, I ain't messing with that no more.
Ew.
Right, because I haven't had a Skittle since I heard you say that. And I used to eat them by the bag.
It's the same with M&M's too. It's the same with M&M's.
Yeah, all of the dyes and colors.
M&Ms. I ain't heard about the M&Ms.
Well, the M&Ms are.
There's that dye in it.
Yeah,
but M&Ms are shiny.
Yeah, they're shiny, but they're also bioengineered now, so you might as well throw them all out. Yeah, all the Mars Camping, that whole Mars family, just throw it away. Don't even mess with it. That's in Mars bars, the Snickers, the M&Ms, Almond Joys, all of that stuff.
They were talking about that on just side of the news about slave labor and how their kids whose family are supposed to be in school, and the Mars folk are making all that money off of the folk over there in Africa.
See, that's bringing a whole nother something to the equation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these are the things that we talk about. You really there's no protection for us, so we have to now start to protect our family. Our family we have to step in line. And even if you start mentioning to people, I know it's uncomfortable, but that's the whole point. You got to make people uncomfortable because we're changing, the way we've been, constructed to think. And you got to change people's thought patterns to say, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I eat something that's made out of titanium? It says titanium.
Yeah,
titanium harder than steel. Wait a minute. But it reflects light. That's the whole point. It reflects light. And with that, people think it's more enticing. So they'll put it everywhere. All right. So good stuff. I love these testimonies, y'all. So let's see. Do we have any more, Big B?
Any more testimonies?
If not, we can move forward.
Okay.
I got one, Doc.
Who's that? Is that Dr. Lenny?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead, my friend. I thought I saw you early.
What's up, Doc?
How you doing, buddy? Doc, you're going in and out.
You going in and out, Doc.
Can't hear you, Doc.
I don't know if he's in.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm in my car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going in and out.
He's going. All right.
Well, first of all, I want to give a congratulations out. Everybody needs to give a congratulations out because Dr. Lenny had a wedding anniversary.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, buddy. Congratulations.
So nice.
Thank you much. Thank you much. Appreciate you. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, we can.
There you go. There you go.
We got you.
Sorry about that. Just wanted to first off thank you, Dr. Paul, for what you have here in this community, and I really just love enjoying learning from you, and the amazing people that you put me in touch with. Just appreciate to go on this journey with you, and love what you do and how you do it. It's a pleasure, and thank you, and definitely grateful for you during this time of year in particular.
Feelings mutual, you know that.
I definitely appreciate you, and I just wanted to also acknowledge our mutual friend Mark Kinsey and his the warrior that he is. He came in looking really, really handsome again in another Eagles jersey because his Chiefs got their hiney spanked.
Yes.
So that was
another jersey. Yes,
that was awesome. And then the Saturday before Thanksgiving, definitely want to acknowledge your sidekick there, Big Bill. He was acknowledged by the Divine Change and that lovely ceremony there for him to acknowledge what he's done, and just appreciate all you guys. So it was nice to meet his family and see him get acknowledged. So awesome stuff.
Thank you, Big. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lenny.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Dr. Lenny holding up. I looked out and said, "Look out, there's Dr. Lenny. What's up?"
And Big B, do you have that with you, man? Because we know, I guess we announced it on the Green Hour, but we didn't get a chance since we've been back for the award. Big B won a big award, y'all.
Let me see if I can find it here, Dr. P.
Yeah, he gonna find this award because you know he gonna find it now.
See that? See that? Look. Here, you know what? Let me take the background back from behind me. Maybe that would help.
Okay.
Okay, hold on one second.
You hold it up. Hold it up. It's coming in. There it is. Oh no, wait a minute.
No, we lost it.
Back out. Yeah, it went back out. It went back out. You just look like you're hiding behind something.
Yeah. Okay. How about this, Dr. P? There you go.
There it is, right there. There he is, y'all. Champion for the Extraordinary Excellence Award Program. Look at that handsome dude up there.
Oh, don't you, man, look.
Give him a hand, y'all. Give him a hand.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Had a great time, man.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Bill.
Yes, congratulations.
Big B, tell him what the award was about and you know all the things that went with that. Awards.
They say it's called Champions for the Extraordinary Excellence Award Program for folk who've done things for the community over the years. And I mean, it's like some of us have been around forever, doing a lot of great things. The young lady who was sitting next to me had been involved with Philly Cam, okay, having to get that whole thing off the ground. And there was a young lady who was sitting right next to me on the other side. I think her name was Mother Dolores Benjamin. And, you know, let me just say this here. I consider myself, blessed more than anything else to have had the opportunity to be around all these fine people all these years. And then for all of a sudden for them to recognize you, say, "Oh Lord, thank you." And look, and especially with me living in a house of money right now, considering all the stuff we had to go through just this year.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling good about it, and God continues to keep me rolling, and I'm gonna keep right on rolling with Him.
All right, Big B, let's give him a hand one more time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big B, go Big B.
Amen. Hallelujah. Joy.
Thank you, Big B.
Yes, and always. Always.
Great stuff, man.
Because I keep telling I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be right here with y'all till it's over. I ain't going nowhere.
All right.
Okay. Yes.
Is there anyone else, or can we go to the questions right now? If anyone else has a testimony or something, we don't want to leave you out, okay? Anyone have a question a testimony before we get to the questions?
Okay.
Not Big B,
right.
I think we can move forward, okay?
All right, then I'll get some chat, and then we'll come up underneath up in the corner, and then Keith, all right?
Okay.
Paul, I was diagnosed with osteopenia. What can I take instead of meds?
Well, remember, it's all back to diet. You got to watch your diet. You know, any any form of you're dealing with, inflammation, you got to start to now go into what are you eating? Your water's got to be spot on. Everyone, no matter what situation you have, you got to go back to your fundamental 101s of things you immediately have to go to. Number one is water. Got it? Make sure your water's right. And then make sure you're drinking the right quality water and then the right quantity of water. It usually stems first from dealing with dehydration. Number two is the top 10 toxic foods. You got to watch what you're eating. One of the number one things that causes a lot of inflammation in your body has everything to do with eating meat. That's it. Meat. Yeah. Did you know that beef is the highest of the most inflamed? If you have more beef, it's higher acidic than any of the meats. Meat. Yeah. Beef, pork. Then you go down to the chicken, the turkey, and the lamb, things like that. So meat is the big one. So you got to lay off the meat. Other things are watch the sugars, the refined sugar, refined salt, refined oil. These are the fundamental 101s. Because ultimately the body's saying, if you're not going to feed me alkaline, which is life-forming food, then I'm going to have to get it from somewhere else. Because you're tearing down on the cellular level. So I got to grab it from somewhere else. Where am I going to grab it? I'm going to grab it right from them bones, them joints, ligaments, connective tissue. I'm going to grab it right from your hip, and I'm going to start pulling from there, and you're going to ache like a toothache. Got it? Until you start to do what you got to do. But see, we've been so transitioned and convinced that pain is just something attacking you. It's not attacking you. It's trying to keep you alive. It's the body's chronic state where the alarm is on. That's like if you're in the house and you're cooking something on the stove, and then you forgot it on the stove, and then if you ever have the little fire alarms you have, and they go off beep 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 beep, beep in the house, right? And people will go and take some of these pharmaceuticals. That's equivalent to you going up to the fire and just hitting the button. You're turning it off. And then a few minutes later, it comes back on again, right? Why? Because what's really going on? What's really going on? There's a fire.
On fire.
Some fire, and you got to go get the pan off of the stove. Turn the fire off. Got it? So what is that fire? That means that fire is you eating the wrong foods that are starting to break you down. You got to eat life. Only life begets life. When we start to eat right, then the body says, you give me junk, I'm going to show you junk.
I know that's right.
I'm a righteous temple. I can only deal with the truth. So you feed me the truth, and I'll show you blessings. I'll show you long life. I'll show you longevity. But give me things that are dead, and I'll show you death. Got it? Simple as that.
Yeah.
As simple as that. I can only respond. The Creator has only created me to function in a certain way, and that's to create homeostasis, which is balance. And this balance happens only when I'm looking to balance you out is food. Got it? So we can literally say that every dis-ease, remember dis-ease, when you're in a state of balance, you're in a state of ease. But when you're out of balance, that's where the word dis-ease comes from. So you can literally say that every chronic condition, if you start to look at it as an imbalance, it's going to change your mindset. Got it? It's an imbalance because of malnutrition on some level. So let's keep that in mind. So when you're dealing with osteo of any kind, anything that's dealing with rheumatism, anything with bone, joint, ligament, connective tissue, that's not your body attacking you. It's trying to keep you alive. My question to you is, can you imagine what it would be like if that system did not work?
Wow.
If the body said, when you first started flaring up and the body did not do what it's doing to keep you alive, you even been gone a long time ago. We all would have been gone a long time ago because you would have had no defense system to start to now correct it. It's only trying to correct the problem. It's trying to heal. Literally, you can say that cancer is the body attempting to heal itself. Well, you ain't never been taught that one. that cancer is the body attempting to heal itself. It's trying to correct the problem. So it's trying to spin you down. It's trying to spin you the other way, but it's tearing down at a rate too fast. What's the tearing down rate? Is that male or female? Remember last week, what was that male?
Was that a male or female? Male, male.
I forgot.
Male.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
That male concept is tear down.
I'm just testing.
That's just downright disgusting.
They about to fight me. They about to fight. Yeah, y'all had a good time with that one.
Yeah, buddy.
So breathe in, breathe out. One's male, one's female. What's breathe in? Breathe in is what? Male, female.
Breathe in is female.
This might
Breathe in is probably female. Breathe out is male.
Breathe out is male.
Female.
Okay.
Female is breathe in, male is
Breathe
breathe out.
in, you're accepting the goodness. Breathe out, you're expelling the badness.
That's right.
So you calling all men bad?
Well, if the shoe fits.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, okay, you're right. You're right.
Oh boy.
All right. So just a test. I might throw a couple more out there later on. All right. Let's go. What do you have another?
Okay. Jennifer's here. Jennifer says, I'm a nurse. I have a patient diagnosed with cancer and seeking some other options. And then we'll go up in the corner to Anita.
Yep. Same thing it just said.
Same
all
thing.
That alkaline. Yep.
Okay.
Alkaline. They have to alkalize the body. And when we start to understand that cancer cannot live in an all alkaline state,
Okay.
it's tearing down. It's trying to correct the problem. We need to buffer the acid, so it's going to pull it. You ever heard somebody say, you'll hear this a lot with maybe men when they have like prostate or been diagnosed with prostate cancer, and they say, well, we're going to check to see if it's spread to your bones. You've heard that expression, right?
Yes.
Spread to your bones. It's not spreading to your bones. It's trying to put this acid fire out. So I'm going to have to pull it from the closest thing from you, is your hip bone. That's why I'm going to pull it from the hip. I'm going to pull it from the hip. So it didn't spread to the can. It's spreading to pull the buffering of that acid.
Wow.
We never talk about food choices. Food choices. You'll be in the hospital and they're giving you the wrong food. I got the wrong food.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in there. Yeah, I was in there with, there was one time I was in there with my aunt who I went to see. She was in the hospital, had a heart problem and a turnaround. And they were giving her, probably
beef hamburgers.
Scrapple. No, Scrapple.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
I looked and I said, where is your nutritionist right now? I want to speak to her or him right now.
Yeah.
And I said, are you kidding me? I said, do you know what this is? He says, yes.
Correct.
It's Scrapple. It's very high in protein. I
Yeah.
said, are you kidding me?
Dr. Paul, when the cancer patients are taking chemo, they are offering them the snacks that's in the room, a Lorna Doone cookies, ginger ale.
Yep.
There's nothing healthy.
No.
Every time my friend went to get chemo, she was like, all they have is Lorna Doone cookies, Oreos, and ginger ale soda. There was nothing healthy in there, and they're taking chemo.
Yeah. Everybody has the same diet.
So you understand what's going on. See, with the acid, especially with soda,
yes,
you know that the rate of soda on the pH scale is so acidic. It would take you somewhere about 32 gallons to get rid of one soda. That's what they've estimated. They've actually said it would take so much to reduce the acid out of the body. So it does not make a sense to put something like that, because remember, you're drinking something that if you breathe in oxygen, you breathe out what? Carbon dioxide, which is waste. So if you're breathing out as waste, then why are you drinking it? It steals life force out of you. You got it? Sends you back to acid. Some people have like the children when they have the acne. A lot of them are drinking too much sodas and the stuff starts pushing out of their skin. But also it will go after your bones. So a lot of folks who have arthritis, you better get off the sodas. And then here's the bad part. The worst part is that the diet sodas are the worst.
Yes, they are.
The diet sodas are the worst. They have the aspartame.
Yes.
You know, the aspartame has been known to be connected to, you know, issues with heart attack, stroke, and aneurysms. Did you know that aspartame was actually flagged as being one of the main things for aneurysms for African American women more than anyone on the planet? Wow. Strokes, heart attacks, and then when you mix now with your if you're taking a pharmaceutical with that, you just created a toxic cocktail.
Yes.
So it makes it even worse. So the same people that made aspartame are the same ones that made napalm and Agent Orange.
Have mercy, Jesus.
That way. Got it? So that is why it is a terrible thing to add and introduce to your body, and it will destroy all of the alkalinity out of the body. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, let's see who else we got there, Big B.
Okay. All right, very fine. I'm going to go up with Neith up in the corner. Neitha, you there?
Hey, Neitha.
You got to unmute yourself, Neitha.
Oh, I'm still here. Grand Risings, everyone. Thank you.
Grand Rising.
Listen, first of all, I did not eat turkey. I for Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, I ate very little of much. I don't know what's happening, but my appetite is decreasing. I'm losing my taste for certain things. Right now, I'm doing a 24-hour fast. I woke up this morning. I said, I'm going to fast today. So I will eat a meal tomorrow. You know, but one thing, I don't know if you can say this is a testimony or not. A few weeks ago, Dr. Paul, I was listening to you on Saturday morning, and someone called in and was talking about the MSM. And you recommended that they take the MSM after their green drink.
Yes.
Yes. So I said, wait a minute. I've been putting all my stuff in the
same place.
In the dip.
Go ahead, Neitha. I'm right with you.
I usually buy powders and I put them all in my drink because I'm a person. How does this taste? You know, but I'm good with my green drink or everything I mix. So I said, okay, let me try this. So I get my bottle of water. I do have the MSM.
Looking at the screen. No, she's not.
So I put because the little scoop. So I put, hey Mike. So I put a little scoops in there, 2 scoops. And I'm telling you, because I do have arthritis in my right knee. I have a torn meniscus, never got it repaired. We just left it alone. My bones have been feeling pretty good.
All right. All right now. All right now.
And I know you said, put it in your water and drink it. And I said, is this stuff going to taste nasty? There is no taste. I taste nothing but
at
water.
all. No taste at all.
No taste at all. That's right.
So I drink a bottle of, I drink more. I've increased my fluids because I do have some structural issues. And I saw Dr. Lenny. I'm seeing also Eloise, and because I'm trying to avoid surgery, you know, but I said, wow, I've been taking this stuff for at least a year. I haven't been taking it right.
Well, you know what? That's exactly what it's, you know, MSM has been sort of a secret of the sports industry. See, MSM is actually, it pushes in to the cell on the level. So you would take MSM if you have a clean, and whatever you wanted to push into the system, you would put whatever you want on top, and then you put the MSM on top of that, and it would push it right into the area where you need it. So in this case, I'm thinking like an MSM cream and putting on top of like the sea buckthorn.
Right.
Okay. Now, you know, I use Steve Buckthorn every day.
I know, that's why.
And I put it in my drink.
Yeah. So you can push it into the system because that's what it was used for. That's what athletes would do. They would use it to push it into the cell. So that's what MSM does. It cleans out the cell structures of, you know, the debris. So with that, if you take a green drink and then you take that green drink and right after about 30 minutes, take that MSM, it's going to push it right on in. It's going to push it right into the cell. Allows it to be.
You just had a mouthful.
Yep, a little bit more absorbable. So, you know, some people, it makes a difference more than others. And, you know, I say try it all. I tell folks, try them. You know, try and see what works for you. And that's good, Neetha. I'm so glad to hear that. Because
yes, indeed. I'm telling, I know a friend of mine, I talked to her from Detroit, and she was talking about her joints, and she said, Neetha, I've been off my MSM and I got to get back on. And I told her, put it in water and just take it by itself. You'll get a better effect. And you know, Dr. Paul, talking about, I get a little frustrated because the work I do, I love what I do and I continue to do it. But I'm getting more complaints, my clients being in the hospital and the treatment they are receiving from these nurses, from doctors. And I work on encouraging them to be advocates for themselves. And I tell them, right, and you don't have to do anything in this world but die.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't even have to pay taxes. You can suffer. You know, but these doctors.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Thank you.
The doctors, the nurses, the nutritionists, they've all been taught conventionally and they don't know. The thing is with these doctors, they mean well, they just don't do well.
Yeah. And they haven't been structurally trained in the way that we say it's the philosophical approach.
Right.
Their philosophy. And that's why I said, you know, you're going to run into good and bad doctors. You're going to run into some that really, when you start to give the information, they're going to really gravitate and say, what was that again? Let me write that down.
I know that's right.
Because they really care about their patients. So, and then there's some that it's like, well, I don't know nothing about the MERS. So if it's either my way or the highway, see you later. You know,
and
it's
then,
like,
then you tell them to take the highway.
Well, I know that's right.
You've definitely lost communication. So definitely it's the highway, you know, so, so yes, congratulations again, Neetha. Let's give her a hand, y'all, one more time.
All day long. Yes, indeed. Appreciate that, Neetha.
Ambassador of Health over there.
Way to go,
Congratulations. Congratulations.
And yes, and you're also, yes. And also you're very correct with the way people are being treated. You know, we really, if you look back on culture, you look at, you know, people are really not taken well care of because they, you know, we've lost the compassion for each other.
Yeah.
And a lot of these places, the people are frustrated, they're tired, overworked, underpaid. And then it sort of like trickles down to a fact where they're also not educated on how to take care of people. So when they get people, when they're coming in, they're actually like, you know, more people that I get on my side are suffering from bed sores than anything. You know, because they're not helping, they're not cleaning, they're not helping them stay clean. So there's a lot that has to be addressed with this. It's a major problem in America, period.
And you know, one thing, Dr. Paul, just going to put this out there, and for the tree, I guess someone say, "Oh, you shouldn't tell them that," but no, you need to be informed.
There you go.
In home care, if you have a loved one and someone has started providing skilled home care from an agency, they are bedbound. If that nurse goes in, does not assess that skin, if they are in a hospital bed, and if they do not have a support mattress, or if that nurse does not make sure they get a support mattress, and if that patient develops a bed sore, they don't call them bed sores anymore, they call them pressure injuries. If they develop a pressure injury while in your care, that family can sue. Because that nurse has not provided the standard of care.
Oh, okay.
That's
all right. I heard that.
That's very good to know. Yep, that's very good to know. You know,
Thank you for that,
yeah, thank you so much, Nitha. We appreciate that information
Sure.
and that feedback, because really everyone has someone, a loved one that may be in some form of care.
Yes, yes.
Hospice care or some kind of care that's, where someone's taking care of them, period. And you want to make sure that they're doing correctly. People are now putting cameras in these places.
Yeah, just to make them to monitor, man.
Hey,
Yeah, buddy.
People getting injured, and all of a sudden there's wounds showing up on the patient and bruises, things like that. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what we have, baby.
All right, next week up we have Keith. Keith, you there, man? I see you. You just came back in the room. Keith Heron. Hey, buddy. How you doing, man?
What's going on?
Doing well,
man.
Bill. A question. I got a question for you for my sister. Now, she's had lupus for 30 years. And just recently, I guess within the last year, her doctors have put a pacemaker in her because the lining around her heart was kind of leaking some fluids. And she wasn't happy with that. And also, too, what's happening now is that her kidneys are putting out a lot of protein, and they actually want her to start to go on an IV drip once a month for the rest of her life. So she doesn't want to do that. And I told her, I said, I would ask you, would you, think maybe she could possibly do as an alternative to that.
Yeah, well, lupus, we call lupus the wolf. Okay, the wolf.
Who?
That's the wolf.
The wolf, WOLF.
Larkin, yep, Larkin, meaning wolf, which means that it's the scavenger that goes through and attacks the system, but really, again, we're talking about cleaning the blood. You got to get back to cleaning the blood again. That's what it comes back to. But also, now that I've gotten so intricate now with the things like the RM3A, I've actually seen even more things that I tend to relay to people. So when you're cleaning the blood, there's a very important thing that you have to do. You remember we say the 101s. The 101s are water. So share with her the water. Make sure she's doing the water. Because even if you start to minister anything or recommend any herbs to anyone, they're going to demand a lot of water. Got it? So you got to get the water right. And she's got to master that. And I say master that, and I don't take it lightly. I don't take it lightly like, I'm trying. You can't try. You're past the point of preventativeness. You got to get it right. You got to master it. You got to, if you want to live, you got to master that. You got to master that right away. And the quicker, the better. Because when you're dealing with blood, see, what happens is the autoimmune system is literally the body saying now it's shutting down the liver. And remember, the blood is good blood's coming from bone marrow. But if now you're having issues with the blood, that means it's dumping it in the blood from the lymphatic system. So the lymphatic system's shutting down. That's why she's starting to see the overflow of things with the heart and also other things with the other organs. It's overflowing into the other parts of the body. So what do you do with this? And I'm just taking in general. I'm not speaking specifically with her situation. I don't know until we assess her. But I'm just saying in general, it sounds very similar. We got to get the pseudomotor moving. The pseudomotor is the sweat glands. The sweat glands, if they don't move, they can't drive this lymphatic system. So exercise becomes a major piece with this. So you got to get it moving. Being sedentary, we have a lot of people's lymphatic systems really shutting down because of the post effects of COVID. You know, when people being sedentary, a lot of people didn't go anywhere. They stayed inside. And a lot of people some people are still working from home, so they're not getting out, doing the job that they used to do. Some people said before I went to work, I went and worked out, or after work, I worked out, but now they're just sitting home all day. So working out is a critical part along with raising the alkaline. And Keith, you know about the things that we talk about with the green drinks. I start them off with green drinks, things like that, but also blood cleansers. We've talked about all the blood cleansers. You can go right to my website and download all the different blood cleansers. But I would start her slow with an assessment. Is she in Florida? Or
no, she's actually in Virginia.
In Virginia, okay. If
Virginia.
I mean, we could always, with an assessment, see exactly what's going on. But just in general, if she can't do that,
that's what I told her.
Yeah, she could always try to get to Philly, and I can do an assessment on. I could really see what's going on. And I mean, people are coming from all over the country, family.
Right.
I want y'all to hear.
Yes, they are.
I mean, people are coming from all over the country. I got folks coming from as far as California. I had somebody from overseas. I had somebody from the Ukraine a couple weeks back. They coming from. There's people coming from all over. They just got back from issues. All that stuff going on over there. Yep, came from the Ukraine, man. So I have people coming from all over the world. They said, you know what? I've been looking for somebody to talk about real stuff. And we're getting real answers, So I always say make the effort. If you can't, then always tell them to make a phone call and then we can talk it out. But you got to get some fundamentals in place.
I will do that.
Definitely do that okay? But you see where the angle is, though. You see where the angle is, right? It's the water. It's the alkalinity. It's about keeping that body in balance. Share with her how to take your pH. But she's got to want it, though.
Okay.
She's got to want it. You got it.
Right.
All right.
And also, well, you're not going to go into like the herbs. The herbs could be dandelion or
the burdock root. The pau d'arco. Pau d'arco has a special place. Let me tell you about that. When it comes to things like lupus, Pau d'arco, PAUD'_ARCO, just to speak, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Pau d'arco is it's a bark from a Brazilian tree, but it has the ability to do some things with the immune system. You remember that movie back in the day, y'all, The Medicine Man with Harrison Ford? You remember that a long time ago? Well, you remember that was actually a true story. It was about a doctor who went to Brazil and found the cure for cancer. That's what the movie was about. That's what I was saying. That was the movie was about. Remember that? And when they came back, you guess what the herb was that he was dealing with? Pau d'arco. Wow. That was the herb.
Wow.
So it has a special place with cleaning blood. That's what it was always used for. And just like the rainforest harvests so many other blood cleansers, that their deforestation is tearing down everything. Things that are discovered and undiscovered are in the rainforest that provides about 70% of our oxygen on this planet, and they just tearing it down.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. Pau d'arco. Keep that one in your back pocket. All right. Okay. I would say definitely lean on that side as far as with that specific situation when we talk about lupus. And not only that, let me tell y'all something else. This is what's even deeper. Did you know Pau d'arco is the #1 research herb on the planet?
What? What?
By every major university. You can pull up a research paper on pretty much every university that does research on Pau d'arco. Maybe it was the movie. I don't know. Maybe it was a movie, but here's where the data comes in. The data is funny because the data comes back and says at the end, they'll never say that it was actually there. They said, this is what happened. Person, no longer had it, but it's still inconclusive whether it actually corrected the problem. But the person don't have it no more. I think that's pretty much
I think so.
Closed. I think that's case closed. But yes, Pau d'arco is one of those. So keep that in mind. All right, Keith. Good seeing you, buddy.
Okay.
All right, man. All right. Thanks so much, Keith.
All
right, Bianca, you're next. Bianca? I know you're there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're waiting on that, well, Bianca says, here's some from Barcelona. She says, my 8-year-old grandson was diagnosed with lymphadenitis. His mom gives him the drug that was prescribed by his pediatrician. Do you know of this diagnosis?
Okay, now say that again.
Here we go. LUMPHADENITIS.
Okay, anytime you see itis at the end, that's inflammation.
Right.
It's probably supposed to be lymphadenitis.
Lymphadenitis.
I think that's right. Yeah, lymphadenitis. Right. Yes, thanks.
Yeah. That's infection of the lymphatic system. Yeah, absolutely. You're talking about, and in most cases that can be, the nodes. Remember, this is an infection in the lymphatic system. Swollen nodes. You remember you got a pair up here. Y'all can see me right there.
Right underneath here.
That's called the cervical nodes. Got it? Then you got a pair under your armpits. Anybody know what that's called? That's called axillary. That is correct. And then the last pair is in your groin area. You know what that is?
Inguinal.
Inguinal. That is correct. So when you start to see the swelling in those areas, that's the first sign that you know something's going on. Right. And it becomes very itchy. Sometimes it itches real bad. Usually when the lymphatic system is backing up, it usually has, you can start to get a lot of itching in those particular areas. Then you start to see things like boils. Boils can actually break out in those areas. So this goes back to lymph nodes. What is it? We got to cleanse the system again. Here we go. Back to blood again. So there is a formula that we gravitate towards. There's two of them. And Wayne Avenue Health Food in Germantown has been very gracious in getting those two formulas that I recommend. And that's the two that whenever we see a lymphatic issue, one is called Mary Ruth Lymphatic Support. And we say not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. And the other one is called Lymphatonic. Lymphatonic. That's LYMPHATONIC. Right. Both of them are non-alcohol. I'm very adamant about that. No alcohol. Got it? No alcohol. And these are the two formulas that I have, that I recommend. And you can find those right in at Wayne Avenue Health. Or you can go online and get them.
Okay.
But I would support the brother.
You say both of them or just one of them? Both?
Just one of them. Just one of them. You don't need both. That's correct.
Dr. Paul, for the women, the other set of lymph nodes that are in this area right behind the clavicular bone, the collarbone, because if you feel lymph nodes there, you need to get your breast checked.
Yeah. So you remember that's all draining face, head, scalp, neck. That's going down through this area right here. And then therefore, remember, when it's recirculating, the body's saying, well, I'm going to recirculate this one more time. If I'm recirculating this, but if you have an infection in that area, you can actually have an infection in that area, then this is going to get blocked and it's going to get swelling in that area. Got it? So that's lymphatitis. Some women will get lymphatitis in the breast areas also. I remember one time my wife, I don't know if I told y'all this story one time, but those when my son was young, you ever been down at those down the shore when they have those water pools, those those outdoor pools, where the water slides and all that stuff going on. And I remember my son was real little. He's like, I want to go. My wife said, I'll take him. So they both got in. They said, you going? I said, no, I ain't going. I don't go in there. And I told her, I said, I'm not too good, not too cool with them. And I know because that water's recycled. So she came out and she got an infection in her breast. And that's where it was really bad because her breast swole on one side. And I had to definitely get her that lymphatonic formula That's the only thing that worked. That's the only thing that worked, that lymphotonic formula. And that lymphotonic formula will help to move it. But what? Your water's got to be spot on. Got it? So that is something that can happen with children just as with adults can happen with children also.
Dr. Paul, is that Mary Ruth's formula?
It's both. You got one lymphotonic and you have the Mary Ruth. They're totally separate. Yeah, they're separate brands altogether.
Who makes lymphotonic?
You got to look that up, but that's the name. That's the brand name. If you just punch in lymphotonic, it'll give you the brand name.
I have one from Nature's Wonderland, but it has grain alcohol 50.
That's not the one. Yeah, that's not the one. This one here, I can tell you exactly which brand that is.
What's wrong with
it's the one that's called this one is by Pure Formulas.
What's wrong with the grain alcohol being in it?
You don't want alcohol.
Alcohol. Remember what alcohol is. I know some people say, well, I might need that alcohol, Doc.
It feels good going down.
So here's the deal. Okay, remember, alcohol is what? It's a fermentation. Right. It's fermented. Got it? Yeah. So it's the whole purpose of alcohol and why they put it in formulas is to, number one, preserve it in the bottle longer, but it also has the ability to, when it enters the system, it opens the pores, so it allows the herbs to get in. But it's a problem if you have a pH problem. If you got a pH problem, you don't want to be taking those liquid herbs because they got grain alcohol in them. So it can make you acid. It can be a problem for certain people. So non-alcohol is what we recommend. Now with some of the formulas, like if all you have is say, I'm stuck with this because it's the only one they had, you can still take it, but here's how you would take it. You would take the formula, with the one with the alcohol, put the certain drop into like a cup and let it sit so sometimes it may say 30, 40 drops is the dosage. So you put 30, 40 drops in a cup, let it sit for 10 minutes. The alcohol evaporates. That's correct. That's the way we give it to children. Got it? Whenever children need to get it and we don't want them to absorb the alcohol. Got it? So that's what we would do. But you can buy now things like this formula right here. It's one that has, it's called Pure Formulas. Pure Formulas. Did y'all get that?
Pure Formulas, right?
Pure Formulas. Yeah. All right, Pure Formulas. If you punch that in, you should pull it up. But it's lymphotonic. Let me see if I can show. You want me to show let me see if I can show this.
If you can, that would be.
I know I'm battling over here.
I know it when you have all your right monitors in place.
Oh, I'm gonna have to maybe bring this in like a little slideshow. Hold up, let me try. I'll try. Y'all want me to show it to you, or are you good with that?
Yes, please show it. We need a visual.
You need a visual.
We visual people, Dr.
Some of these, hey, Dr. Paul, some of those folk are old, not like you and me.
All right, here we go.
The sticks hidden, y'all.
All right, let me share the screen. I'm gonna see if I can bring this in. There it is. All right, here we go. Do y'all see it?
Yep, there it is.
I can't see it.
We see it.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Got it? Lymphotonic. Lymphotonic. And it's by the company under there. It says Pure Formulas underneath there. You got it?
So Wayne Avenue.
But Wayne Avenue does have this. So just have him, give him a call, tell him you want that lymphotonic or Mary Ruth, because he was having a problem getting the Mary Ruth, but now he got both of them in. All right? Okay, got it.
Okay.
All righty. I'm glad everybody's there.
All right. We're still here. Okay.
The key is to move your lymphatic system, right? By moving.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to move it. And the whole thing is you got to get on something. Of all the exercise equipment that I recommend, let me tell you, the one that I really recommend highly is that row machine. Is the row machine. You know the row machine?
Mm-hmm.
The row machine tends to do so much for every part of your body.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it not only helps you move your lymphatic system because it's a total body exercise, but it also allows you to strengthen your legs, your calf, your knees, your muscles, and your feet. Also, it strengthens your back because the rowing action is equivalent to helping you to sustain a strong back.
Yeah, something like
so. It also
like
gives
swimming.
you the deep stretch in the back. Yep.
Is that the Chuck Norris thing?
Well, that's one. There's one like that. Yep, that's one. Okay. That's one. They also have one on the Home Shopping Network that I really liked one day. I was watching. I said, wow, that's pretty good. And it's one that actually is a space saver too. So it actually folds right up. It folds right up and it can go right in the back of, under the bed or up against the wall somewhere. And you whip it out, boom, do 20, 30 minutes, get your sweat in. I think you can even put a little TV on it, Big B. It's got like a Wi-Fi thing to it or Bluetooth. If you get anything like that, you always want to get the Bluetooth. Anybody have a Peloton bike or something like that? Anybody have one of those?
No.
Yes.
Who's that?
I have a spin bike, but it's not Peloton.
I'm on it every morning for 10 minutes. That's all I can say.
Yeah. See, they have this thing, and I have one on my bike that's called iFit.
iFit. Yes.
It's iFit is an app, right? And it ties your lap, or you got like an iPad or something, or your phone. You can even attach it to your phone, and it sits right on the cradle in front of you. And they will actually, for example, mine is a bike. So they have all of these bike settings that if you want to do it, it can track everything that you're doing in real time. So it'll say, here is a episode where we're going to go to Hawaii. And so you go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And it's like you're with the guy. You're actually behind the guy like this. And it shows you on the screen behind the guy as you're moving along, and he's giving you instruction on. And guess what? Here's what the part that's really deep. When you hit a hill on the video,
but it wears you out.
The bike starts getting hard, like you're on the video, like you're on the video. So they got this thing down. So if you buy a bike or the row, because it's actually tied to the row machine too. If you tie it to the row machine, they have this thing called the iFit. It's called iFit. Now, Peloton has one also. But I would say there's a lot of these out there. So anything, just make sure that your device has Bluetooth. Just make sure it has Bluetooth.
Oh.
All right.
Mute, Nita.
Nita.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So Dr. Paul, is that better than the rebounder?
Well, they're both about the same, but I'm going to give the edge over to the rower. Yeah, the row. I want to give it. I mean, the rebounder is good too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going to say for those that really need to get more. Because the rebound is very good for the core exercise. Keep your center core, your gravity correct, and your balance. And the same thing with the row machine. But the row machine is giving me a little bit more for that back, especially if you've been known to have back issues. One of my oldest patient clients and patients lives up in the mountains, and he's like 95 years old. He's 95 years old, I think, this year. And he says, Doc, it's the row machine. It's the row machine.
Yeah, buddy.
It's the row machine.
Yeah, man.
It's the row machine. I said, man, you doing good, man. He said, it's the row every morning.
Yeah,
he's
buddy.
In there.
That's good.
In there. He gets in about 30 minutes every day. See, it's not intensity as much as consistency.
Yes.
That's the key. Same time every day gets you into that circadian rhythm that gets your body now starting to release so that you start to sweat again.
Okay.
That's the key. All right, Big B.
All right, buddy. Listen, we have 7 folk go, and we're at 8:36. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right.
Okay. All right.
Bianca, we'll go right down the list. We got Bianca, Danny, Yvette, Bev, Calvin, Nelson, and Camille. How about that?
All
so
right.
Bianca, you're up next.
All right, I'm right here. How you doing?
Doing wonderful.
What's up, Bianca?
What's up? So my question is, I was talking with a friend, and I swear your phone's eavesdrop, even though my phone wasn't on. All of a sudden now, she was telling me about this product called Rise. It's like a mushroom coffee and a matcha tea. And now every time I'm on my phone on social media, the ads keep coming up. So I was going to ask, what did you think about Rise?
Yeah, Rise is good. Some people can't take that much though. I am an advocate of trying one thing at a time.
At a time, yes.
You know, we tend to be in a world that believes that more is better. More is not better. Balance is better.
Right.
And a lot of these herbs, and in this case, mushrooms, have been around. They're autonomous. So they've been around for billions of years, especially the mycelium network.
Yeah,
the mycelium network been around.
It's crazy.
Matter of fact, nothing would grow without the mycelium network.
I know that's right. And that's everything, including us, Dr. P.
Including us. That's right. So I would not, I've had feedback from people that said Rise was too strong for them, or it was too much for them. Remember, any type of mushroom is going to stimulate your cortex, your brain cortex, so anything that deals with that is going to stimulate brain function and circulation. Right. So for some people, it may cause slight hallucinations. Yep. Give them a little high.
Well, can't afford to be too happy.
Yeah, but it's not a bad high. It's a good high. It's a good high, but it's something that people are not ready for.
Yeah.
So I always say, in respect to the herbs, don't combine them yet. Try them one at a time.
Yep.
So Rise may have, I don't know what's in Rise. Let me just look at it. But I know
I think they have about 4 or 5 different mushrooms in there.
Yeah, so it may have like the lion's mane, the chaga, the ganoderma, the king trumpet. Let's see what else. There's a lot of them out there. So I would just say, I would just always tell people to start one at a time, and then use that one, and then you introduce the next one, and then so forth. Because
with mushrooms, is it better to cook them, or can you eat them like raw in your salad?
Yeah, it depends on what mushroom you're looking at. Okay, stir fry is flash fry. We say flash fry. So don't cook them too hard. Always flash fry, which means right into a wok. I would suggest everybody get a wok. Y'all got a wok? Y'all got a wok?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite tool. Right there.
Electric? Do you recommend electric woks?
No.
Electric woks?
Well, I mean, electric. Because that brings another conversation. Electric versus gas. When they're finding both of them are toxic. Is that what you mean? Is that what you're leaning to?
I don't know which one is better.
But if you use gas, then you can use a higher heat point oil and cook it faster.
I have an electric stove, so.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get there eventually, but like Clorinda said, there's a time frame for electric versus gas. But still, there was we talked about here on the show how they were talking about the dangers of gas
What
stoves,
are you doing?
and the emission of chemicals that are coming out of that. So, I mean, it is what it is, y'all. So I don't see anything wrong with that. It may take a little longer with the electric, but there's no problem with that.
Okay.
Let's see. Big B, did I answer the question?
Oh, that was Bianca. She was
Yeah, I was asking about the mushrooms.
Yeah, the mushrooms. So You made another point with that. You said that something else you said about the mushroom. I wanted to make a point on.
Can you cook them, or can you just have them raw in your salad?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the specific ones. I would like to, raw is always better, but you got to know which ones you got to have your understanding of what they are. You got it. It just takes
like
something.
Your portobellos and your
Yeah, because yeah, I've heard some things about the portobello. That's why I'm like kind of going.
Okay, all right.
I would just say flash fried to be safe. Flash fried, okay. Be safe, because I heard some things about what they're doing to it's I get all this stuff, and I'm
even the organic ones.
I don't want to go there because I don't want to be
the mom's market, man. I get my mom's market, organics.
I would think this is what I'm saying. With what's going on based on where we live, you got to be suspect about everything.
Right.
You got to be suspect about everything. So without starting nothing, I'm just saying flash fry. Got it? Flash fry to be safe. Got it? Because you're not flash fry doesn't lose too much. It's just enough that if there is something going on, you can do it in. Got it? Right. You can, if any bacteria, anything sprayed on it or something, it gets weird, y'all. I'm telling you, it's really getting weird out here. And that's why I had a conversation with someone. I said, they were like, well, I can't eat anything. I said, yeah, it's coming to that degree because the Bible even says that.
Yeah.
And when this time is going to be, all food is going to be tainted. So right now, you're playing a defense side. You're playing defensive now. You're not only being offensive. If you're looking for that perfect food, that days are gone. It's not going to happen. You're not going to find it. All you can do now is build your immune system strong enough to defend yourself based on whatever you're exposed to. It's just where we are right now. And that's why I'm saying do things like flash fry, just in case. And then out, right, Big B? In and out.
Okay.
Got it? Just to be sure. Okay.
All right.
So washing mushrooms, do you do that in baking soda too?
Yeah, you can do that. Baking soda, aluminum free. Yep, always works. That helps. Yep. I would definitely do that. That's a good thing.
Okay.
All right, I'll save my other question for next week.
All right, thank you, Bianca. All right, let's go to Danny. Thank you, appreciate that. Danny, you're next. Then we got Yvette and Bev.
Hi, Dr. Paul. Hey, family. How y'all doing?
All right.
Hey, Danny, what's happening?
Quick question. Well, not a quick question. I have two questions.
Important question. Never a quick question, right? Important question. That's right. Go with confidence.
I'm feeling good. I've been doing the green drink, the coral calcium, dandelion root. I feel amazing. But when it's around the menstruation time, I am exhausted, even with the drink and the coral calcium. Is there any other herbs I can take, like to boost my energy around that time? Or
yeah. Just keep in one thing also. Meat, any meat going on right now?
No, I'm a vegan.
Vegan? You're all vegan, right?
She's vegan.
Okay, so that means you need to increase that protein levels. So that's where we would go to things that help you around that time. Like, you remember we talked about last week, the Lewis Lab. Remember the Lewis Lab I talked about last week? The brewer's yeast.
You weren't here last week.
Brewer's yeast. I talked about brewer's yeast. Not last week, but the week before.
Week before, yes.
Brewer's yeast. Brewer's yeast. That can be added as an additional amino acid for your green drink. Got it? That will help, during that time frame. Usually take it 2 to 3 days before that cycle happens. Got it? That's usually what you would do. That's going to boost you up. You know what I'm talking about, Danny? You remember the brewer's yeast? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No.
I don't remember the brewer's yeast.
Yes,
Some of the younger folk may not.
I remember.
It is right there.
Remember, I told y'all
is it
about
Clarinda has it?
Yes.
Yes.
I remember you talking about it and all the benefits of it. It's supposed to be really good, especially if you're working out.
Mm-hmm. It's what we use for, and this specific version of Lewis Lab is the one that really stands out better than any that are out there because it has the highest level of amino acids. So I highly recommend this one. I'm just going to bring it on real quick so everybody can see it, just in case you did not catch it last time.
I actually have the can if you want me to go get it.
Oh, I got it right here, Keith. Good heads up, though.
Okay.
I got you. Can y'all see that?
Yep, we got you, buddy.
Yep. That's it right there.
That's it right there. We got
it. Yeast.
Middle
Danny,
screen.
So Danny, so Danny, see what it is? It's a pure yeast flakes. This is non-active yeast, though. So it's vegan, it's non-GMO, gluten-free, kosher. And with that, it has all of these. See all these aminos right here? Proteins is 12 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, no sugar, and 18 amino acids. That's what you're missing. See, when you're having cycles, you're losing a lot of blood. That actually is nutrients. That's a lot of nutrients. So you're losing a lot of energy. So you got to replenish that. So you would add this to the green drink, and that should help to sort of supplement what you're losing. You got it? You can also add it over salad. You put it over salad.
It doesn't have a taste?
Not really. Not really. A lot of people have been known to put it as a flavoring over popcorn, but remember, make sure the popcorn is right. Or any of your favorite snack, whatever your favorite snack is.
Got to be the right popcorn.
And this is all
How much is take a day?
You can just take it as recommended. I mean, remember, this is a food source, so it's not something that you can't get too much of. Here's what's really good for it. Also,
sort of has a buttery taste.
Yeah, it has like a cheesy taste. To some people, So what happens is, Danny, see over here? Can you see over here with my screen?
Yes.
It's packed with vitamin B vitamins, proteins, and trace minerals. And it supports your energy levels, muscle development, and workout recovery. So that's really critical for you. That's critical for you.
I like that.
So that's what really benefits at that time. 3 days before your date. Got it? You start to add it then to your greens. Got it? That's when you know. So 3 days before, during, and then about 2 to 3 days after. So you're looking at about a week. So it would be like the last week. You can do it daily. If you choose to, if you feel that you're not getting enough energy still, you can do that. Yes, you can. But like I said, when you do this, remember, when you're adding all these nutrients and minerals, you got to up your exercise. Got it? You got to kick it up. You got to kick your exercise up. But see, in this case, she's losing a lot of energy through cycles, through, the times of the month where you're cycling, you're losing energy. So this is excellent for you. Remember, it's gluten-free, so it's not going to mess with the gut. So it's got a lot of good benefit for you. Here's all of the things that is friendly. Certified, third-party, lab-tested, pack. This is the company. They moved out of Europe and moved to the Netherlands. Said, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. We're going to move in the mountains.
That's because they have sense.
They literally got up and rolled. And here's the testimony. Look at the testimonies that the people are taking. I mean, it is absolutely the best amino acid combination, and they grow it on beets. That's what makes it so powerful. They grow it on beets, and beets are roots. Got it? Beets are roots. Remember, beets are roots. So that means it naturally has earth grounding. It's naturally grounded.
Okay.
So that's why beets are so good, for the blood, because it cleans, because it's grounded. That's why any of the roots. Yeah, burdock root, dandelion root, all those roots are grounded in the earth. So they already have a certain level of charge that matches the earth to bring you back to ground. Got it?
Yes.
It makes a big difference. So give that a shot. Okay.
Okay.
Is that the same as nutritional yeast?
It is a nutritional yeast. That's what it is. Yep. It is a nutritional yeast, but it's not the same as the ones that are out there. And if you do a comparison, like you'll go out there and grab a couple, 2 or 3 of them and compare them, you'll see the difference. This one right here, can't beat it. This is right here, the Rolls Royce.
Good stuff.
If you get what I'm saying.
In the green drink?
Yep, put it right in the green drink.
Thank you.
I tell you, that's what added the height to my son. He thought he was gonna be. He said, "Dad, I'm gonna be a midget." I said, "Shut up! You're not gonna be a midget. You're gonna be all right." I'm not gonna grow. It's all over. Be quiet. Oh no, there's one kid that's tall that I'm taller than. If he beats me, it's all over.
Exactly. Like his life is coming to a close.
Yeah, he was in front of this one guy. You know how they go to line size order.
Yeah, man.
There was one guy. He's like, I can't let this guy get back.
Bless his heart.
If I'm in the first of the line, I'm not going to be able to do this.
Oh, man.
Next thing you know, he shot up. Now he's looking me in the eye now.
Yep.
Gotta be at least 6 foot right now. Gotta be 6 foot at least.
All right.
So try it. Word to the wise is fishing. All right. All right, Danny. Anything else? You got that?
Well, my son. Well, I just want one more question. My son, my 13-year-old, it's okay for him to take the green drink, right?
Everything is food. Yep. Anything that's food. Here's what we got to look at. If you wouldn't give it to a baby, you shouldn't be eating it.
I know that's right.
Wow. Let's think about that. If a baby shouldn't be eating this, or if you would not give it to a baby, you shouldn't be eating it. So as long as you're eating real food, it's food.
Yeah.
And the best part about it, there's no side effects with food.
Right.
Got it? There you go.
Thank you.
All right, you got it. All right, Danny.
Take care.
All right, Dr. P, we got Yvette and then Bev. Yvette, you there?
Yes, I have a couple of questions.
Uh-huh.
First one, in order of priority, my dog I'm really concerned about. The doctor said he had yeast on his back. I was petting him and I felt these hard bumps on his skin, and I'm concerned. I don't know what to do. I've been putting aloe vera gel on it. I poured a little aloe vera gel in his water, and the only thing the doctor gave me was medicated shampoo, which I haven't used yet. I'm taking him back to the doctor again, but I'm looking for a homeopathic doctor. I'm not quite sure. Are there blood cleansers for dogs?
Yeah.
Because there's the liver that pushes out on the skin, and I'm getting concerned because the doctors really aren't doing anything. They're just giving medicine, and in this case, just medicated shampoo.
Yeah,
He's 8 years old, standard Schnauzer. And I'm really not sure what to do. I would like to take him to a holistic doctor. Then my second question is, how do you get rid of melasma naturally versus chemical peels?
Okay, let's do the first one first with the doggy. Okay, the doggy, when there's now, how old is the dog, by the way?
Apollo will be 8 years old on December 2nd.
8 years. And that's a Schnauzer, you said?
Standard Schnauzer, medium size, 50 pounds.
8 years. And their longevity is what, around 12?
I think so. I'm hoping
about 12 years. Okay, about 12.
Trying to make it longer.
Right. Yeah, you can make it longer. I had my dog. You know how about my dog? I had a Shepherd Terrier, right? And adopted him and from the ASPCA here in Philly. And when the dog finally passed away, he was 19 years old.
Wow.
Yep, 19. They actually had him in the database. And when I brought him in, you know how they'll dispose the dogs and all those things. And I said, they looked at me and said, is this the same? This is not the same dog that you're on here. This is your second dog? I said, no, this is my first dog. It's the only dog. They says, This was 19 years ago, almost 20 years ago. I said, yep, the same dog. I used to put a little green drink in his dog food.
Okay now.
And he would, if he ate that every day, and I gave him Crystal Geyser water. This is deep. This is deep, right? Because that's how long Crystal Geyser been around in the dollar store. I used to give him, I gave him the water from the Crystal Geyser water. And when I didn't give it to him, he was like, what's going on?
I'm missing something.
Where's my green drink? You know, so something to go on top of that, I would do a cleanse. Let me see if I can find one for you. All right, let me see if I can find a cleanse, because there is a liver detox that I use for dogs that my dog uses. And here it is here. I got it, found it just right here. Okay. Now the company is called 4-Leaf Rover.
Okay, nice play on words. 4-Leaf Rover.
4-Leaf Rover.
Nice play on words.
All right. That the number 4 or FOR?
FOUR. LeafRover.com. 4leafrover.com. And you want to punch in liver kidney cleanse. And it's in a powder. It's in a powder. So all you do is, of course, just add it to his meal, his food. All right, let me see if I can pull this up. All right. This is for all of the doggies, because you know there's a salmonella outbreak with dog food right now. Okay, do y'all know about
there
this?
Is. Yes.
Yep, there's strange outbreak of dis-ease happening with dogs right now.
There's also some respiratory thing going around too.
Yep, absolutely. So with that being the case, you got to make sure that doggy's taken care of. So let me share the screen again. There it is. Let me know when you see it. You see it?
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
That's it right there.
I'm going to show you Apollo.
Got it? So that's it right there.
Can I show you Apollo on the screen?
Sure.
All right, 1 second.
You probably have
you got a background
behind you. We're not going to see him if you have the background there.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, you got a background there. Okay, now here's the other thing. There is for the dog skin. Got it? There is something that I highly recommend. And this makes, now the dog has not been exposed to anything like certain types. Is he exposed to outdoors like by himself or anything like that? Like, I think you could have been exposed to a certain type of plant or weed or something like that?
No, he's in the backyard, but everything's groomed. I mean, the grass is, trimmed down.
Your nose in the air though.
Yeah, but sometimes that can cause a reaction also. So here's what I would recommend. This is one that I recommend. I always recommend. Not to say it's your situation, but I say take a look at it. Okay.
He does have allergies to the grass, so.
Okay, so yeah, see that could be a factor. Yeah, could be something that he's been exposed to. It could he just wanted to eat one day. So just keep that in mind. Let me see. Here it is here. There is, and let's see if I can find it. I'm kind of on the spot with this one. Wait a minute, here it is right here. This one here is what we use for doggies that have been exposed to certain types of things that could be affecting their skin from things like being in the outdoors, just as a protection. Got it? And this is called jewelweed. Jewelweed. Jewel. Can you see? Let me see. Am I on?
No,
I'm not on that, right?
Mm.
Okay, let me see if I can share this one. I must give you one that that may help. Let me know when you see it.
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, see that right there? That is one that we use. That's one. And it's a salve. And you would just take it, and it's jewelweed, yarrow, plantain, yellowwood, sorrel. See, all those are for cleaning out, you know, wounds and things like that. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so this is something that can be added to, you know, when you're after you've given bath, you know, the dog a bath. Then when you want to moisturize the skin, these are the things that you would use. It's a soothing balm. You got it? Still there?
Yes, thank you
Yes,
so much.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, very good, Yvette. Thank you so very much. Up next is Bev, Dr. P.
What about the melasma naturally? How do you take care of that?
What was that again?
Melasma naturally.
Melasma.
Getting rid of it naturally.
Now melasma. Now there's something. Who is this now?
That's Yvette. I'm sorry. She pops back up.
Is this something on? This is you or someone else?
It's for your puppy. Is that still for your puppy, Yvette?
Is this for the puppy or is this for you? Okay, so when you have it, like, is it around the face area, nose? Where is it?
Face.
Okay. Yeah. Again, still dealing with derma. Got it? Derma. Believe it or not, you know, you can use things like the aloe vera gel. You can use anything that's dealing with salve, like the yellow weed, the jewel weed is actually good, but also any of those that are derma, I would lean towards the aloe vera right now until you find out what's going on. You can use things like the coconut oils and things like that, but you got to make sure it's non-hydrogenated. You can also grab a little lavender oil with that. You can do combinations, but usually whenever you see anything that's breaking out of the skin like that, you got to immediately start to look at your liver. You got it? So liver detox would be in order for the person also. You got it?
Thank you.
Okay, very good, Yvette.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bev, you're up next.
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, I have a question in regards to water. One question, well, a couple of questions. How much water should we actually be drinking every day?
It's always half the body weight in ounces. Okay. So you would take your weight and you would split it in half, and that's what you would get in ounces daily.
Okay.
Take that number and divide that by the size of the vessel. So that'll tell you how many. So for example, if I were to take someone, and I don't know if you want to give your weight, but it's up to you. You want to give your weight, or you want me to just use another weight number?
Yeah, 152.
152. Okay, divide that by 2. So that's 76 ounces. So that's your daily intake of water daily.
Okay.
Now with that, do you drink out of a special size vessel? Like a special water, water bottle, or do you use regular water bottles?
Well, I use, Crystal Geyser, and I pour it in my glass.
Okay, so how big is your glass?
About 16 ounces.
About 16 ounces. Okay, yeah. So divide the 76, divide that. Okay, divide that by 16 ounces, which means that's almost 4.75 to be exact. Okay, that's how many glasses you would get daily.
Okay.
Got it? 4.75.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. And then not only that, but when you're doing the water, 16 ounces, make sure it's measured at 16 and not 12, okay?
Okay.
Most glasses are a little around 12 as opposed to 16. So just make sure you're spot on with that, okay?
Okay.
And with that, the time frame to drink water, there is a time frame. You don't want to just drink water all throughout the day. So the time that you would drink water would be between, doesn't mean you got to start this early, but it begins 4 a.m. in the morning. This is part of your cleansing cycle. 4 a.m. in the morning till 7 p.m. at night. Got it? 7 p.m. at night. And that's because usually you're going to eliminate every 2 to 3 hours when you drink water. So that'll help you with your traveling and things and getting around. So your last elimination of the evening should be what? Around 10 o'clock. Okay? Try not to drink after 7 because it now pushes it into this thing where it now can interrupt your sleep patterns, which is called REM sleep, rapid eye movement. Rapid eye movement is the time when your body says, you know what, I'm trying to get you right, Bev. I'm trying to get you right.
But you beat me up.
I need uninterrupted sleep to get you right from whatever you're going through or to repair. But I can't repair if you keep getting up going to the bathroom. I got to wake you up, and that's your autonomic system, which wakes you up. It says, girl, get up. You got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
You got it.
I know about that.
That's right.
You know about that.
You're right.
Right? So the way we do that is balance it because believe it or not, people are so dehydrated, it's messing with their sleep patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got to maximize that 15 hours because you got 4 to 7, about 15 hours. Get that in. If you get that in, you're going to notice I'm sleeping better. Got it? So nothing after 7 p.m. Got it?
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. So
right.
the next question is, now, does the water help our cells?
Yep.
It does? Okay.
Yeah. It alkalizes. See, the whole point is the right type of water. Stay away from the water. Remember, water is H2O, hydrogen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if there's hydrogen is the greatest source of energy in the universe. Wherever there's hydrogen, there's energy. So I want the highest hydrogen in my water. Stay away from the ones where they manipulate the hydrogen. If they steal the hydrogen, you steal the charge. That's dead water. That's acidic. That's going to spin you acid, or in a state of what's called acidosis. That means you're tearing down now 10 to 20 times on the faster on the cellular level. You're tearing down now. And then that's going to send you into a crisis, and the body's going to be like, all right, Beth, we tearing down. We need some alkaline. But if you don't give it to me, I'm going to have to take it from you. So then that's when I'm going to start pulling. The body starts to pull the calcium out of your bones. So pull it out your hip, your knees, your joints, your ligaments. So stay away from those waters where they manipulate the hydrogen. No purified, no filtered, no reverse osmosis, no distilled.
Okay.
So you want spring water bottled at the source. That's the key. Yeah, okay. Bottle at the source. If it's spring water but not bottle at the source, leave it alone. No Deer Park, no Poland Springs.
Okay.
All right. Very easy. Very easy.
Yeah. I have to take my water right now and save it for tomorrow.
No, I would say right now, if you got it, starting tomorrow, because if you need water right now, always if you're too thirsty, go ahead and do it. Just start off first thing in the morning, start off on a good schedule, spread out your number when you can get your water, and you should be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Bev.
All right, Bev. Thanks so much for everything. All right, you bet. All right, coming up next is Nelson, and then after that, Camille, and that's it.
Did we get Yvette? We got Yvette.
Yeah,
right?
we got Yvette. Huh?
Okay,
Sure did.
Got it. I'm gonna bring her down.
Okay.
So we have Camille and Nelson, right?
Yes, sir. Nelson is next. Nelson, you there?
Yes.
All right. Yes, sir. We got you, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, I had an accident with a wood splitter. Splitting wood. Basically, what happened is the piece of wood hit me in the mouth.
Wow.
And knocked out my 2 front teeth. Bent the lower teeth back. 3 lower teeth back. Okay. So, but I had to go to the hospital, and I had to do surgery. Yeah. So it knocked out the teeth, but it broke them off rather. So they had to pull the 2 front teeth out from the root, right? Then they put a brace on the bottom teeth. Okay. So, basically, like I said, they did surgery, anesthesia, and then antibiotic. And That's about it. Mouthwash or something. That's all I did. So the question is, what can I do to build, strengthen the teeth that were knocked back to have the braces on? Because he said he may be able to save them.
Okay. Structural issue.
Yeah.
So immediately you need to definitely move directly to oil pulling. Okay. Oil pulling is oil pulling. I would start the oil. You know about oil pulling?
No.
Okay, oil pulling is a process where you would take any unrefined oil. In this case, the highest of it would be sesame oil.
Yeah.
Unrefined. And with that, let me see if I can do something for you. You would take that while I'm talking. Let me see if I can pull something up for you. There is an instructions that I have on my website. Okay. And I would definitely recommend you do that. So here we go. You would take the sesame oil and you would take about 2 to 3 tablespoons and you would just squish in the mouth. Make sure it's unrefined. Try to do it 5 minutes if you can. Build it up 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The longer you can squish in the mouth, you're now helping to restore the strength of the gums, the teeth, and also sesame oil kills staph and streptococcus bacteria on contact. Got it? So it can only be a win-win for you.
Okay.
Structural issues are something else. I would have to see the level of how that was actually, where it is right now. But usually what you want to do is give yourself a chance to make sure everything is clean, and the strength of them is trauma to that. So with that, you can start to regenerate again. Start with oil pulling. Now, when you oil pull, you want to spit it out into a mason jar. Don't spit it out in your toilet because it's so strong that it'll block your toilet up. So spit it in a mason jar, and then when you get time, put it into like maybe some dirt, like a backyard or something, and some dirt or a plant. Got it?
Right.
But that's what I would do on a regular basis to get it going. Now, on my website, there is an instruction. If you go to drpaulherbs.com, you go right to download.
Yep, it's right there.
And when you go to download, you'll see oil pulling.
Okay.
Okay, and it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, let me see. Where is the oil pulling? Yeah, oil pulling. You'll see it. It's almost closer to the bottom. You'll see a sesame oil bottle. Okay. It's ancient Ayurvedic Indian concept. Goes back thousands of years. So literally, when you do this, it can help you with that. I would start there first. Okay. And then that will help reduce inflammation. It'll also help it keep it clean from infections. And if there's anything that it can help with strengthening the gums, that's it. That would be oil pulling. Okay. Sesame oil is mean. Tell you.
How many times to do it a day, you said?
There's no limit to it. You can do it as often as you need to. Okay. Here is, let me do this last one, Big B. This last one, I'm going to go live and then we'll be closing out. Y'all see it? Right here? That's it right there. That's the oil pulling for detox. See that right there?
Yes.
Look what it actually helps with. There have been astounding benefits reported, such as bleeding of gums will stop, loose teeth will tighten, whiten, or teeth occurs as stains are removed. And there is a reduction in migraines, as well as oil pulling treats the whole body, and there are many improvements in such conditions as blood disorders, kidney disease, women hormonal troubles, leukemia, bronchitis, meningitis, arthritis, eczema, intestinal disease, periodontal, heart disease, diabetes, and illnesses such as cancer, AIDS, and other long-term diseases. I think that's a good start. What do you think? Yeah. That's a good start right there, buddy.
I'll work with that. Yep.
Yeah, this is what you need to start with. Grab this on my website. If you go back, it's right here. If you go all the way down, you go to right up here where it says Home RM3A about Dr. Paul downloads right here. Come all the way down till you see the bottle.
Right.
And then hit it.
Right to the bottom. There you go.
It goes right there. Got it?
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yep.
All right,
okay,
my
man.
brother. All right.
All right. And we have Camille is the last one, Dr. Peter. We can get out because it's 16. Camille,
right.
you still there? Camille Thompson.
Camille,
Camille. Calling Camille. Yay.
Prophetess must not be on tonight.
No, no, I haven't seen Prophetess at all tonight. So
yeah, she's not on tonight.
She would have been cut us off.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. You know that. Prophetess
we playing hooky. Y'all know y'all playing hooky.
Hey, dude. Well, look, that's where we are. 9:16, because she would have cut us off big time by now.
Ooh, right. Y'all gonna go tell her too. Prophetess. Ooh,
Dr. P, that's where we are, my friend. Listen, since I have you, listen, guys, let me say this to you. In order to get a copy of tonight's chat, send me an email to mechavideo@gmail.com. That's mechavideo@gmail.com. To continue to support the Family Tree, guys, use my Cash App. That's $ Bill Morgan, and $ BILMORGAN. If you use Zelle to the bank, that ID is Dr. Paul at drpaulearth.com, drpaul.earth.com, or you use the P.O. Box, which is Bill Morgan, P.O. Box 191, Mulligan, Georgia 08062. That's it, man.
All right.
Yeah, before Prophetess hears us late, she'd come and get us for that.
Yeah, so Camille wasn't there, right? She wasn't there. She didn't pop up. Okay.
No, she didn't.
All right. So here, can y'all see this book right here? Can y'all see that book right there?
Yep.
No.
This book right here is one that I.
It says Native American Herbalist Bible.
Yes. Can y'all see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Barely. It pops in and out. Right there. Right there. Yes.
That right there. That is one of the best books I would recommend. It's called the Native American Herbalist Bible. 400 plus medicinal plants and ancient herbal remedies to build your garden and herbal pharmacy and naturally improve your wellness. Excellent resource. It's by Joanna Green. That's where it's by Joanna Green.
Can you hold it up again?
Okay, right there. Can't see it?
Okay, I took a screenshot.
Yep. So Native American Herbalist Bible. Reason why I say that, because you have to go back into the lore of a lot of the herbs and what they're used for. And a lot of times this will give you the lore and understanding of why the herbs were used and when they were cultivated for certain purposes. It's only going to point back to God anyway, but you'll see some incredible things about the herbs that we're taking right now and the ones we talk about all the time. Just a good, better breakdown for you. All right. All right. I think that is it, Big B.
Man, buddy, we are at that limit.
Are we at that limit right now?
We're at that limit. The time has come, buddy.
Turn it down. Turn it down.
Turn it down and turn it up.
All right. All right. I wanna let me just bring in, our sounds, because we got to talk about support the family tree.
Yes,
I would say support the family tree, because what we want to do is continue to support the family tree in all that we do.
We can't hear you, Dr. Paul.
Uh-oh, you can't hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can. Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, all right. So I said support the family tree, Big B. You gave him the number, support us. Big B over there. Let's give him a hand, y'all. Big B.
Yo, buddy. Yo, man. That's right. Got to keep the family going.
Yay, Big
B. Get your hands together. Yes, we're going to thank Big B for being such a help with everything that you're doing, Big B, and how that you do so much for so many people, man. We want to thank you, man, for being able to put these programs up on places like YouTube and Facebook and all those things. So we thank you so much.
Yeah, man,
All right,
always.
we gotta hang on out of here quick, y'all. So I'm gonna turn the music up, but I would say, did you learn anything this evening?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Always. Every week.
Yeah, buddy. Yo, man.
We want to thank
Learned
y'all.
a lot. I learned a lot.
Absolutely. So we say be encouraged. And remember, if you're breathing,
yeah, got a shot.
All right. Come on, y'all can put your hands together if you want to.
Uh-huh.
All right. Welcome everyone to the family tree. We're gonna go in and
bring us right to regular screen, Dr. P. We'll be in good shape.
Yep, we're gonna stop.
There you go.
We're gonna come on out, and we're gonna just fade out Miss Marcy. I'm sorry, but I only got one screen today, so I can't do my exercise.
That's right.
And do everything we're doing.
So we caught me in a rock and a hard place tonight, guys.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. So I want to say, everybody have a great weekend. And join us on Saturday morning on the Dr. Paul Show or on Sunday at 3. All right.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir, buddy.
Green Hour. Right?
Yes, sir.
Well, God bless y'all. May God please. God bless y'all. We'll see you.
All right, man. Blessings. All right.
See you, Mr. Bill.
Yes, sir. God bless, man. Have a great one.